Hi guys, welcome to not so sunny Spain this morning. It's rather grim and grey and rainy. So I hope I'm going to cheer you up a little bit by making this dish for you today. So what I'm going to make is pisto, Spanish pisto, which is very similar to ratatouille but a little bit more spicy and flavoursome. In a pan out here I have sizzling away an onion which has been peeled and diced, a red pepper the same, and a green pepper in about 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Here we've got a pound of ripe tomatoes chopped into cubes, a large courgette peeled and chopped into cubes, and here I have a large aubergine that I've been soaking in some salt for about 20 minutes. This tends to sort of take the bitterness off it. We've got here a little bit more olive oil, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of honey, and a little bit of coriander to garnish. You can use other herbs if you so wish. So this is nicely cooking away at the moment. So like I said, an onion, a chopped red pepper and a chopped green pepper in the olive oil at the moment. Okay. This is a really delicious Spanish dish that can be served with almost anything. Traditionally, and quite in quite a lot of the restaurants here in Spain, they would serve it with a fried egg on top or some slices of manchego cheese. But you can also serve it with meat, chicken, fish, like sausages, a chicken breast, salmon. It really does go with most things. It can also, if you don't use all of this quantity at one go, it can be put into a sealed jar in the fridge and kept for up to about 4 days. Or it can be frozen and it comes out well and it freezes for up to about 2 months. So whilst this is sizzling away, in a separate pan with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, I'm going to put the courgettes in. Now, you may ask why I'm just not throwing everything in the same pan. It does make a difference to actually fry the courgettes and the aubergines separately. It tends to caramelise them a little bit and gives the dish a little bit more texture. So I've already heated this oil, so these are already starting to sizzle away. And while that happens, I'm now going to rinse the salt off the aubergines. Okay, so that's done. I've just rinsed the salt off the aubergines now, and I'm going to just pat dry with a little bit of kitchen towel. Okay. And with the courgettes in this pan, you want to see them start to brown before you take them out. So what I'm going to do now is turn the heat down on the peppers and onions and cover them with a lid and let them cook down a little bit. And turn the heat down also on the courgettes, and I'll come back to you in about 5 minutes to show you what the next stage of the recipe is. Hi guys, okay, so as you can see this has been cooking for about 5-6 minutes and it's nicely caramelised now. I've been continually stirring, making sure that they're turned into the oil. So I'm going to take these out of the pan now. We still don't add them to the peppers and onion mix just yet. And then into this oil, I'll just add a little bit more. We put the aubergines. And we do exactly the same with them as we have done with the courgettes. So I'm going to check how this is doing now. Can you see how that's cooked down really nicely? What I forgot to mention earlier is I also added 1 fresh chilli pepper that was finely chopped. At the same time I added the onions and the peppers. So that's in there as well to give the dish a little bit of spice. So what I'm going to do now is add the garlic, 2 cloves of crushed garlic, and the chopped tomatoes. And I want to bring this back up to heat now. And at this stage we'll add some seasoning. Okay, and a teaspoon of honey. Just a little bit of an unusual ingredient, I know, but it just gives the dish a really nice sweetness. This dish originated in Murcia in Spain, actually, but it is served all over the country in different formats. It's a very, very versatile dish and absolutely delicious as well. Okay, so I'm now going to give that a good mix, put the lid back on, and let that cook down a little bit. And also continue to stir the aubergines in the oil. So I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Okay guys, so these have been bubbling away now for about another 5-6 minutes. As you can see, the aubergine has cooked down quite a bit and has started to caramelise. And here in this pan as well, everything has started to really cook down. So the next step is we add the courgette, and now we add the aubergine as well. Okay, so I want to turn the heat down to quite a low temperature. And then mix it all really well together. It's smelling absolutely delicious now, and it is such a super tasty recipe as well. It's completely vegan as it is, by the way, and if you wanted to keep it that way, you could serve it with maybe roast potatoes, cauliflower steak, but if you're not too bothered about it not being vegan, then obviously it will go with any meats, probably salmon out of the fishes, but very, very versatile dish. Okay, so that's beautifully mixed together now. So I've turned the heat down very low, and I'm going to cover it, and then what you need to do is leave this for about 25 minutes. Come and take a look at it, you know, every sort of 10 minutes or so to give it a stir and what have you, but on a very low heat, covered for about 25 minutes. Okay, so I'll leave you for now and I'll see you back in 25 minutes. Okay, hi guys again. This has now been simmering away on a low heat for about 25 minutes. So I'm going to have a little look. And that looks absolutely perfect. If you can see, it's all come down to a very thick consistency, full of flavour. I'm just going to test it now to see whether it needs a little bit more seasoning. That is absolutely yummy, but it does need a little bit more salt and pepper. So as I said, you can serve this with actually on its own or with virtually everything. Okay, so just give that one more little stir now. Look at the beautiful colours in that. Absolutely packed with goodness and vitamins, so a really, really healthy thing to eat. So we'll serve it into this dish now. And then we can garnish it with some fresh herbs. I'm using coriander today, but you can use virtually anything. You can use basil, parsley, coriander. There we go. Now how delicious does that look? Spanish pesto. Okay guys, thanks for joining me today anyway. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please could you like and share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.